In a garden where the sun always shone and every child had a playful, dancing shadow to call their own, lived a little boy named Leo. He loved to watch the other children and their shadows laugh and play. But Leo had a secret. He didn't have a shadow. No matter how bright the sun was, his feet were always in a patch of light. One day, Leo sat down on a nearby tree stump and sighed. He watched as the other children skipped and played, their shadows stretching and shrinking with every move they made. He wanted to join them, but he was too afraid of what they would say, afraid of how they would react when they saw he had no shadow. So he stayed on the stump, watching them play. Leo tried everything. He stood on a hill, he waved his arms, he even tried to stand in a line with his friends. But while their shadows stretched and wiggled, Leo's feet remained in a patch of bright light. He felt so alone, as if a part of him was missing. Then suddenly, an old man appeared beside him. He had a kind face, and his eyes twinkled like the stars in the night sky. "Little one," he asked gently, "why do you sit alone and cry?" Leo sniffled. "I'm sorry, sir," he said, wiping away a tear. "It's just that I don't have a shadow. All the other children do. But me, I don't know what's wrong with me." The old man smiled. "Ah, little one, you have something much better than a shadow," he said. "You have light." Confused, Leo looked at the old man. "Light," he whispered. "But I don't understand." The old man pointed to a big, beautiful sunflower that was growing nearby. "Do you see that sunflower?" he asked. "It follows the sun all day long, and it casts a big, beautiful shadow. But look over there, behind that wall," he said, pointing to a small, delicate plant with buds that were closed tight. "That is a moonflower. It is shy of the sun and grows in the shadows, saving its beautiful bloom for the moonlight." As he spoke, a little moonflower on the wall began to unfurl, its petals opening in the soft light of the shade. It wasn't as big or as bright as the sunflower, but it was just as beautiful in its own way. "What are you trying to tell me, sir?" Leo asked. The old man smiled. "Every living thing has its own way of being beautiful, Leo, and a big, bright light like you doesn't need a shadow. It needs something else." The old man reached into his pocket and pulled out a small pod with a single moonflower seed inside. "This little seed needs you. It needs your bright, steady light to help it find the right place to grow." Leo took the pod and thanked the old man. Then he ran home as fast as he could. He placed the pot on his windowsill, where the light was gentle and filtered through the leaves of a nearby tree. Every day, Leo would bring the pot out into the sunshine so it could soak up the light. And every evening, he would bring it back inside so it could rest in the cool, dark shade. He knew that his light was special and that the little moonflower needed just the right amount of both sunshine and shade. Days turned into weeks, and the little seed sprouted. It grew and grew until one evening, as the moon rose, the little flower bloomed. It wasn't in the bright, sunny part of the garden, but in the soft, quiet light of Leo's room. As Leo looked at the blooming moonflower, his heart filled with a joy he had never felt before. He finally understood. He didn't have a shadow because his light was meant to help things grow in the quiet, gentle places. His light was meant for something special and beautiful. From that day on, Leo never worried about his missing shadow again. He had a different kind of purpose, and he had learned that his special kind of light was more than enough to make the world a little brighter. The end.